So, McCree got a buff, which has a lot of people rejoicing. But I'm not buying it. I know your tricks, Blizzard. You think you can make one tiny little concession and call us square? I don't think so. I know you're sitting in your little office, seething with hatred of all things cowboy related. For anyone unaware, Blizzard has made the first moments of McCree's ultimate tick faster, making his ultimate ability slightly better. But he still has all the problems I laid out in my previous video. All of them. He still hits walls with his ult. He's still insanely vulnerable during it. He still wastes his shots hitting shields and invulnerable people. He's still the only hero that instantly loses his ult charge after pressing Q. Most people get like an animation time. His kit still feels like it goes against his character, stuff like that. Yeah, you'll occasionally get in more damage with the changes they've made, but they didn't address any of his problems. It's like taking your car to the shop and saying, hey, my gas gauge is broken, my transmission's slipping, my brakes are squealing, my engine's knocking, my tires are bald. It does the job, but just barely. Driving it kinda sucks. And then the shop hangs onto it for 6 months and then gives it back to you saying, hey, we changed the spark plugs. Yeah, the car, McCree will perform better, but there's still all these things that ruin the experience, and you'll find yourself ridiculously frustrated at the game's dynamics when you drive the McCree mobile than any other character. And I know it probably sounds like there's no satisfying me, but I assure you that's not the problem. Sombra sucks, but no one complains about her because her abilities actually work. And Roadhog, I used to be just as annoyed by his hook, but they fixed it. It's great now. I don't talk about it. No one does. It's perfect. And it didn't even make him better or worse. They just made it feel better. And that's what they need to do with McCree. The little things that make him different and worse from every other hero they're just mind-bogglingly unnecessary. They make it feel like you need to slog through poor design in order to occasionally extract nuggets of fun. I feel like Blizzard had a meeting discussing how to fix McCree's problems, but they all just really wanted to go to lunch. So instead of trying to work through his issues, they said, fuck that guy, just put a band-aid on him. Seriously though, as a player, I appreciate the thought, and I think it's a step in the right direction, but this fix doesn't solve the core problem of McCree being frustrating. My suggestion, the thing that would make him rewarding, would be to make him fire his bullets at the moment of clicking, instead of after a delay, so that when you see a skull, you get a kill. Even revert it back to the old countdown timer, but hell, make it longer if you have to, if it's a balance issue, but if you see a skull and you click, you should get a kill. It's that simple. I mean, obviously not if they're behind a shield or whatever, but the problem isn't the amount of damage that it does, it's the fact that it feels like you're getting robbed of that damage and a possible win all the fucking time. All the time. An equivalent feeling with another character would be if half of Pharah's mini rockets were just duds, or 76's aimbot randomly missed, or Tracer's sticky bomb slipped off his target. As a developer, you don't want stuff like that to happen because you want your ultimate abilities to feel ultimate, you know, rewarding, game-changing. But Blizzard is just letting it happen with McCree for reasons that I just can't fucking fathom. It doesn't feel ultimate. It feels like a burden. It's frustrating. It feels like you're playing blackjack and hitting on 12. Like, you might win. Statistically, the odds are in your favor, but there's just so many reasons why you won't. If nothing else, just get rid of the skulls, because any experienced McCree player knows that the skull doesn't mean you're gonna kill them. It means if you're fucking lucky, you won't get robbed like you always do, and you might kill them. That's what that fucking skull means. That skull, that death icon means 70% chance of bouncing off a fucking wall, is what that skull means. I'll take everything else. You know, being forced to stand still during your ult and dying all the fucking time. Your one useful ability, it's got a 45-minute goddamn cooldown timer getting reflected back at you, and then not working on Lucio because he just slides out of it, or stunning Roadhog out of his hook. Awesome, that makes a lot of sense. Loud-ass footsteps, no real mobility. I'll take all of it. It's fine. All of that can be mitigated by getting better at the game, and I'll shut the fuck up. But don't promise me kills during my best ability if you're not gonna give them to me. It doesn't matter how much damage it can potentially do if the bullets never fucking land. That's why the patch is fucking pointless. But then also, why does he lose his ult faster than any other hero when he's clearly the worst already? It's just such an easy fix. I don't get it. I don't understand. He's the only one. Like, why are you picking on him? Why have you just decided to fuck that guy in particular? He's already got it so rough. So rough. Oh my god. That poor fucking cowboy.